happy crafters. This is Claudia with White Sugar Designs, and today I'm going to be working on my daily life journal. I'm going to be working on a spread kind of like a Valentine's theme, and there's my sketch. That's kind of the idea, the inspiration that I'm going for. I drew that ahead of time. Today I'm going to be using a digital kit. This is a gorgeous digital kit by Felicity Jane. This is the Alexis kit, and I did a little bit altering to the colors. I went ahead and did I wanted more Valentine's colors, more reddish tones. So I went ahead and just changed the colors a little bit, and I did that using Photoshop. I cut all the little embellishments that I knew I wanted to use on my page. And so I just printed that from my computer. I think I'm going to take this entire kit to my printing company that I use, and I'm gonna have them make me some beautiful copies. And I love digital kits because you can make as many copies as you want, and obviously I can change the color as well. So there I am, trying to keep with the sketch. I'm going to be fussy cutting some of the items, but I didn't want you to go through, seeing me going through all that. So I wanted to add a little bit of watercolor to my background. I did add some gesso at first. You didn't get to see that, but if you want to work on a piece of paper that is not meant to be for watercoloring, if you add some gesso to the page to prepare it, it makes the paper not crinkle as much. It still might warp a little bit, but I'm okay with that. That's just part of the mixed media look, and I'm okay with that. I went ahead and added some watercolor, and then I grabbed just a little empty plastic bag, and then I just kind of dabbed it, dabbing, just to move that watercolor around. I was also spraying it with some water so that the color wasn't as bright. I also used some tissue paper because sometimes that adds texture to that watercolor. So I crinkled the tissue paper first. And boy, this is speeding up so quick, so I'm gonna have to explain fast. But for the most part, you can kind of see what I'm doing. I like to keep my videos kind of short. I don't mind a long video, but it seems the average person likes 15 minutes or less. So that's what I was trying to do. I've looked at some of the colors on the kit, or at least the colors that I ended up switching it to, and they were the reds. And as always, I try to add a little bit of turquoise, and yellow just always seems to go also so well with those two colors. So now I'm going to be attaching those strips of paper, and actually the kit came with some paper, like a 12 by 12 paper that you can print out, but I just cut a little strip digitally and then printed it that way. It also helped make the distance between each of the lines a little bit smaller. I also have some actual physical items that I had purchased from Felicity Jane, and so I was going through my journaling cards here to see if I could add a few more layers behind the photo. That photo was in color, but I also went ahead and turned it into a black and white because there was going to be already so much color on the page. That is some more tissue paper that has some gold polka dots. I like polka dots. Can you tell? Can you see my sweater? But I also love stripes, black and white stripes. I must have 10 shirts and sweaters that are black and white. It's because it looks French, and I love anything French. And to me, black and white stripes says French. So so that's why you see that. And I do end up making some more changes there, on the layers behind my photo. And there I just, keep adding more stuff. The kit, the Alexis kit comes with, it is kind of a Valentine's theme. That's what I'm gonna call it, because it had some beautiful florals. It's a romantic digital kit. That's what I'm gonna say. Very romantic, very Parisian. Florals, little bows, hearts, different hearts. In the phrases themselves, you can see there that one I cut up there that says you and me. This photo was actually a gift from my friend. She has a photographer friend, and she paid for a session when my husband and I, when we turned 40, because we are only like 19 days apart. He's 19 days older than I am. So here's a little trick there to create the perfect, or at least a kind of symmetric heart shape. Fold a piece of paper in half, and this is just a little template that I created. I wanted to cut the number 24 in the shape of a heart. So I did that, and then I will trace that over the number 24. You see there, and just make sure it's the right size. I trace it again, and then I can cut it. And you can do that with pretty much, any other shape. A circle, if you just wanted to cut a circle, you fold it in half. You're just cutting half instead of the entire circle, and then both sides will be identical. So this photo, although it's when we were 20, I'm sorry, not 24. Yeah, I wish we were turning 40, but this year we are celebrating our 24-year anniversary, and it is not a wedding. It's only been 19 years since we've been married, but it's been 24 years since we have been together, since I guess boyfriend and girlfriend, because I don't want to let go of those extra 5 years, because it's a big deal, right? So that's what this page or layout is about, is a commemoration of our, how long we have been together. But I've actually known him since we were in high school, but we were friends for a very long time. As a gift with my purchase, Felicity Jane sent these amazing, adorable little tags, and I just thought it would be cute to add them to the page, but they're just gonna be dangling from this little little string there, and it's a little heart, and the other one says love. And again, that is that turquoise accent that is going to be part of, almost every layout that I make. And I was just trying to attach it there. I'm glad that by speeding up the video, I can keep it under, or at least around 15 minutes, because tying a little knot like that, it took me like a couple of minutes. I wasn't happy with how those layers behind the photo were looking, so I went ahead and just check what other papers came with the some of the other items that I had purchased, some of the other kits, I should say, that I had bought from Felicity Jane, and it had this very pretty pinkish polka dot 6x6 little paper pad that I have, and I was pretty happy with that. When I decided what items to print from the digital kit, I just kind of grabbed some things that I thought could go well with the layout, and I did not end up using everything. Actually, you know what? Maybe I did use that other little tag. We'll see. I can't remember now. So I'm playing around with more colors there, more background or layers for the behind the photo. I wanted to add a little bit more of that turquoise that was on the watercolor and also on the tag. I didn't want to do everything just pink, but luckily, again, I, have, just the right color to go with that. Although it's a very feminine, I guess it's a feminine page. Maybe not. It's just a romantic page with the pinks and blacks. And like I said, if you think of 3 colors that you like, you can try and keep everything in your spread, in your layout, using just a combination of those 3 colors. And in my case is, I'm not even, I guess I could count the black, but it's the pink and the red. They're kind of in the same family, the turquoise, and then that yellow. Trimming everything out. Sometimes I feel like, well, yeah, Claudia, I can see that's what you're doing. I don't want to be, I mean, it's obvious what I'm doing. So that's why I try to tell you other stuff about the layout or the, maybe the papers and the items that I am using. Because again, it's kind of obvious what I'm doing. I love those flower bouquets, and they came, I think they're actually bigger, but the beauty of digital and also using Photoshop is the fact that you can resize. And I resize the flower bouquets as well as the words that say you and me and the hearts. I think I resized everything. For a 12 by 12, everything needs to be bigger, but for a small journal like this one, we need to, find items that are on a little smaller scale. So I went ahead and printed my journaling on my computer. I actually tried to type it on this old typewriter that I have, but I felt that the letters were too small and I wanted to be able to read it. So when I create my journaling in Photoshop, you can also decide the width. You can create a little box of the size that you want. In my case, I wanted it to be less than 4 inches. I think it was a 3.5, so that I knew that the size of the letters would fit in that amount of space that I had left on the page. So that's why, you can see that it fits just right. So I'm just trimming everything to make sure that I don't have too much paper on the edges. And then I will be gluing that on. As I get closer to the end of the video, I start saying my goodbyes because I'm gonna run out of space. I know it. So thank you for stopping by, for watching this quick little process video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I had fun creating it. I will have links to all the products I have used as always. And please let me know if you have any questions. I want to say thank you so much for your amazing and beautiful comments. They truly mean a lot to me. It just reassures me that it is okay for me to continue creating these process videos, because if you guys didn't like them, then what is the point of me making them? So I wanted to say thank you for that. I appreciate the time that you take from your busy life to write me a wonderful message that just brightens up my day. So thank you so much for that. Now I'm just adding a few more Felicity Jane little accents. These are little puffy stickers. They're just little hearts to just finalize some cute little touches to the page. You saw how I did a little bit of doodling around the heart and also of the journaling. This page turned out so beautiful, and I am happy and proud to tell you that it made it on the Webster's pages Instagram page, and oh my goodness, everybody loved it. So I am so happy about that. So stay tuned for some close-ups at the end of the video. Thanks again for watching. You know what to do. Give me some thumbs up if you liked the video. Thanks so much. Until next time. Bye.